Hey everybody, it's Jake Eldridge with Realty One Group Eminence. I wanted to follow up with a video to those of you who may be thinking of selling your home. It's a great time for home sellers right now, as in the Reno and Sparks area, things are going at top dollar for sellers. But with this market, I definitely want to give some tips on what you can do to improve your chances over your competition. So first things first, one of the things I have noticed is keeping your cards kind of close to your chest as far as the reasoning goes behind the sale of your home. Maybe you are taking a job somewhere else and need to sell your home in order to fulfill that move to that new position in another city. Maybe it's a divorce situation. In any situation, I really do think it's important to keep those cards close to your chest, as if you disclose that you're in a dire need to get out of that house, your offers might not come in as high because the buyers feel that you're in a need to sell your house. So I definitely recommend keeping those cards close to your chest. Next is pretty obvious, but making sure that you do look at the comparable sales in the area and your competition, both the sales as well as the competition on what prices or similar homes are being listed at. It's very important when choosing your price to definitely keep in mind what your competition is going to be. The last thing you want to do is put your home at a price less than the competition simply because you want that offer or want to have that. Especially in a situation like this, it's definitely multiple offers coming in on any property that gets listed in the Reno and Sparks area. So I would say, you definitely need to make sure, if you don't have a professional helping you in a realtor, that maybe you do some home shopping on your own. Obviously, I would love the opportunity to help out and provide you with that information absolutely free if necessary. You can definitely click on the send message button if you're watching on Facebook, or email me or call me. I am always happy to help out. So let's move on to the next thing you may want to do. Some people will actually get an appraisal done on their house. Now, normally, a buyer that is financing a home, the bank is going to require an appraisal. But if you, as a seller, want to kind of have a heads up on any worries you might have on the appraisal price of your house, you can definitely pay for an appraisal to be done yourself. Same thing with a home inspection. Typically, a buyer will pay for a home inspection to be complete as part of their offer. But it can sometimes go a long ways if you pay for an inspection yourself. The great thing about it is you get a report back from that home inspector, and kind of gives you a punch list on items that you may need to take care of in order to stand out over that competition. If somebody looks at your house and you've already gone through that punch list, and they get their home inspection back and there's not a whole lot to do, you might stand out over another property that needs some work. So that's something that you can definitely do. Um, Another thing I definitely recommend trying to do is, set your lowest and highest expectations for sales price. So, obviously you always want to get the most money possible for your home, but I think it is a good idea as well to set that price as, this is the bottom dollar that I'm going to take for my house. Definitely helps out, if somebody comes in with a lowball offer and you are working with a real estate professional. If you have already kind of set that standard on, I'm not taking anything less than that, it goes a long ways with making things easier during that negotiations process. If there's multiple offers coming in, it's easy to kind of go through those and determine which ones you have interest in possibly accepting, or which ones you can just know for sure that you would not accept because it's below that lowest expectation of what you would take for the sale of your home. Lastly, obviously, appearance is really important. Maybe get an outside perspective, have some friends or family, coworkers drive by the outside of the house, and tell them, to be honest with you on what they think. You could even invite them in, have them, come do a walkthrough, and ask them to be honest with you. Some people might be uncomfortable with that, but again, it's always good to kind of get that outside perspective. Another thing, as far as appearance goes, is you want to have the house obviously clean and clutter free. People coming into your house to take a look at that will oftentimes have a hard time picturing themselves in the house if there's too much clutter. Not necessarily even clutter, even family photos, stuff like that. The more minimal you can be, to kind of let those creative juices flow in potential buyers on how and what they would do if they were living in your house, I definitely feel goes a long ways. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Again, if you do have any questions or concerns regarding real estate, I would love to help out in any way I can, whether you are a buyer or a seller. You can reach out to me 7 days a week on my cell phone at 775-378-4976. You can email me at jakeeldridge32@gmail.com. Or if you are watching on Facebook, you can simply click that send message button and use Facebook's messenger service to send me an instant message with your questions. And I am always happy to help out that way as well. If you have any family or friends that might be looking into purchasing a home or need help with the sale of their home, again, I would love to help out in any way I can. So please feel free to tag them in this video. I appreciate it, and have a great day.